So I guess my
Right.
closing question for you then is, what is the difference for a brand who is doing all of that, is connecting through Claude versus another one who's just uploading spreadsheets all the time in sort of one-offs? What are the teams who are uploading spreadsheets in these one-off instances potentially getting wrong that the others who are
Mhm.
more deeply embedded into Claude are getting from it?
So AI speeds up a lot of workflows. For instance, right? I use AI all the time. And let me ask you this question also, right? When you use an AI tool, do you ever get an answer where you just copy paste what you get and you continue on with you? You never get that answer, right? Why is that the case? The reason that is the case is because is a generalized system where it is giving you an answer that upon further prompting, you refine and you get to the final state, right? Uh, Unfortunately, with data, that is not an option. If I if I get the CEO to use Claude and they go and ask a question, what were my sales yesterday? It gives a number. And then the CEO is going, oh, remove canceled orders from this number, or remove test orders from this number, or don't apply this conversion rate. They're not going to sit and do that, right? They expect from an AI system, when they are asking a data backed question, they want an answer that is 100% accurate, qualitatively and quantitatively, right? So that way, the AI data universe is slightly different from the other AI universe, like generating a creative or generating a narrative or generating a campaign brief, where AI can get it 70-80% right in a matter of a few minutes. And then I'm spending a few more minutes to tidy it up and get it to a version that I would be okay with, right? When you are uploading your spreadsheets, what you lack is one, it becomes your own uh, AI spreadsheet. So this is a funny story, right? So customers generally use spreadsheets to understand how their business is doing. Now, and that has been the case for many years. You get a number, you ask, you pick three different spreadsheets, the number might be very different. The number of customers in one spreadsheet might be different from another spreadsheet to another spreadsheet. When each of these spreadsheets gets uploaded to Claude, the same thing is just getting propagated to Claude, right? Where Claude is now summarizing confidently what is in the spreadsheet, but it is not necessarily fixing the gap that exists in a spreadsheet. Whereas if you replace these spreadsheets with a single source of truth, with a context or a semantic layer on top of it, and every single user in the business is connecting to this underlying infrastructure through an MCP, the same question will give the same answer to every single user, regardless of who is asking that question. That's one benefit. The second benefit is spreadsheets generally have a drift in definitions because the spreadsheets are generally department level. So the marketing team might make a slight tweak to their spreadsheet that doesn't get communicated to maybe the finance team or the chief of staff who's helping put something together for the CEO, right? Then these, again, the benefit of having the single source of truth and the context layer is these drifts can be caught quickly. Uh, and if you have an approval layer on top of the context, then if you're making a change, that change doesn't get reflected everywhere. That change goes through an approval process. And once the approval process is done, then the context is changed and everybody sees the same thing again, right? So to put it in simpler terms, spreadsheets created these silos. Spreadsheets uploaded to Claude will accelerate the workflow for that individual user, but they're also perpetuating the silos, in my opinion. And having that unified layer uh, is the right way, has been the right way, continues to be the right way. And with AI coming into play, uh, having that single source of truth will just unlock some serious efficiency for businesses because uh, earlier, the bottleneck was creating a dashboard would take a month. Right now, creating a dashboard on a data warehouse is a few minutes of working Claude, right? Like that's real power for the users, in my opinion.
You said the key words for me, which is a single source of truth. We get that all the time, right? We have one dashboard gives you one number, another dashboard gives you another number. They pull from the same data source, but the definitions are different. That semantic layer you spoke about is very, very important. Having a very organized data warehouse is very, very important. So a lot of what you're saying is resonating. And then when you add AI to the equation, you got to make sure that you ask it a question in a different way, different users ask it in a different way. It'll give you the same data and the same answer every time. And that's a bit of a challenge. That was great, Krishna. Thank you for joining on the show. Tell operators where can they find out more about you and Sarah's Analytics.
Uh, so I'm on LinkedIn under Krishna Poda. Last name is Poda. Uh, Website is sarasanalytics.com. Yeah, hit us on the contact us page. Let us know you've heard about me from the Operators podcast, and I'm happy to jump on a call, talk AI, share my own experiences, whatever makes sense.
Thanks for joining, Krishna.
Thanks, Krishna.
Thanks for having me, guys.